Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today I will talk about the cervical vertebra. A typical cervical vertebra. This is a typical cervical vertebra. A human body have 7 cervical vertebra. Among them, third, fourth, fifth and sixth cervical vertebra are typical cervical vertebra. Why they are typical? Because they have the same features. Cervical or typical cervical vertebra have some cardinal feature. First cardinal feature is foramen transversum or transverse foramen. This is the cardinal feature of the typical cervical vertebra. Another cardinal feature is spinous process is bifid. This is the spinous process of the cervical vertebra, and this is bifid. Bifid means it's have two another process like projection. It is the spinous process is bifid, and another is this is called the lamina, and it is the foramen, vertebral foramen, and it is the superior vertebral notch, and vertebral notch or intervertebral foramen is converted by this vertebral notch, and this is here we can see the anterior tubercle and posterior tubercle. The anterior tubercle and posterior tubercle have some attachment. These attachments are very important, and here we can see the groove for the spinal nerve, or costotransverse groove or groove for the spinal nerve. This is also very important. The spinal root arises from the spinal cord, then it come through the intravertebral foramen, then goes through it, and here we can see the transverse foramen or foramen transversum, superior articular facet or inferior articular facet, and body, okay, and the lamella. The intralamella joint are formed by the ligamentum flava, which is a fibrous joint, and this is the another uncinate process or the uncle process. This is the another cardinal feature of a typical cervical vertebra. This all about the typical cervical vertebra. Oh, another the body. This body have two surface, anterior surface and it is the posterior surface. This anterior surface and posterior surface give attachment to the anterior and posterior longitudinal ligament, and in the posterior surface here you can see a foramen, which is this is the foramen. This foramen is name is basivertebral foramen. It transmit the basivertebral nerve and basivertebral vein, and this is all about the typical vertebra. Thank you very much. Please subscribe my channel.